What's good, y'all? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're doing a challenge, a fun challenge here on NBA 2K17. But before we get into that, I want to briefly talk to you guys about that secret project I've been telling you in pretty much every video for the past couple days. Yes, I opened up a new channel for more in real life type videos. I decided that this channel was more strictly about the basketball, the NBA quizzes, the 2K, and I made a separate channel for the more in real life videos. We'll talk about vlogs, we'll talk about different things where you can kind of touch with me personally. So I recommend all you guys go over there and subscribe to that channel. The link is in the description. If you're not into like in real life type videos, don't worry, man. We still got uploads on this channel 6 or 7 days a week. And then on the other channel, we got uploads at least once a week. And then on the foul shot, we got uploads 3 times a week. So I'm doing everything. But let's get into what this video is about. So in the previous video, we came to the conclusion that the LA Lakers have the best all-time team. Take a look at the roster. Magic Johnson, Jerry West, Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal, Elgin Baylor, George Mikan. You get it. This team has the best all-time team. And I decided, what if we didn't accept an every trade challenge with it? I'm going to briefly go through the rest of this roster so you can pause anywhere you want if you want to see your favorite team and their all-time roster. This roster is made by Professor 2K. I always use his rosters because they are always so good. And if you're on the Xbox One, you don't have to search far for this because it is the most downloaded roster on 2K. So yeah, you can go try this challenge for yourself with any team. But I want to show you guys the stats, or not the stats, but the settings for this video. So what I did, I turned off all these restrictions for trades. I turned off salary cap completely because that can kind of hinder us with this type of roster. And you can see trade frequency is all the way up. I also want to take off injuries so that's not a factor when it comes to trading. So I have not tested this out at all. I'm going to get to simming games, and once the first trade happens, okay. Welcome to the team, Ray Allen. We're giving up Jerry West, and we're getting back Terry Cummins too. First trade happens before the first game even went down. All right. We're trading probably the best point guard of all time, Devin Marble. For some reason, he's on this roster. We're getting back Steve Nash, who's a top 10 point guard of all time for sure. And we're also getting back Amari Stoudemire. I don't want to give up Magic Johnson, but I mean, it's part of the deal, right? It's part of the challenge. But we are bringing in Nash and Amari Stoudemire. We are 9-1 at this point, so that first trade didn't matter too much. We picked up Ray Allen. I guess he's coming off our bench behind Kobe. We got so many centers, so I wouldn't mind if we got offered a trade for that, but we'll see how it goes. I think I also took off trade deadline, so we don't have to worry about that. We can just make trades the entire season. And the next trade comes up. We're trading Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the all-time scoring leader, Michael Cooper, for Dikembe Mutombo and Nick Van Exel. All right, let's get back to Simmons. Elgin Baylor's got to go bye-bye. We're getting back Chris Bosh in a first-rounder. I love Elgin Baylor, man. I love him a lot. With these rosters, you can probably expect, since everybody's so good, nobody's going to average over like 20 points. I mean, I guess Tracy McGrady is, but I mean on our roster. We just have so many great pieces that everybody's going to average about 10 plus, and that's just how it's going to be. We get back to Simmons, see the next trade. I mean, these trades aren't phasing us. You can see 15-2. Oh, Shaq is gone. That's going to hurt. We're getting back Mark Aguirre in the first round. The first rounders don't mean anything to us because this is a one-year challenge. So eventually, I'm going to try to make trades myself, maybe, depending on what our record is. If we're losing a bunch of games, I'm going to personally make trades so we can get back to the playoff hunt and try to win a championship. But we're bringing in my favorite point guard of all time, Chris Paul. We're also bringing in Ron Harper. That three-point shot. Oh, actually, I'm thinking of someone else. I was thinking of somebody whose three-point shot was incredible. I guess it was not Ron Harper, but we're also giving up Eddie Jones. So that's that trade. CP3 is coming to the Lakers. I mean, I know he plays for the Clips, but now he's in a Lakers uniform, which should have happened. Should have happened, but he got vetoed by the NBA, which is crazy. One of the few times that's ever happened. So Ray Allen, who, look at his shooting stats. I mean, top 2 shooter of all time. I don't want to, cause a big deal in this video, Steph or Ray Allen, who's the best shooter of all time. So top 2 shooter of all time, ridiculous numbers. Getting traded, we're getting back Grant Hill, who was supposed to be ridiculous in his time, but injuries held him back. So Grant Hill's now on the team. Actually, let me show you guys what we work with at this point. Chris Paul, Kobe Bryant, James Worthy, Terry Cummins, George Mikan, Grant Hill coming off our bench, Dikembe Mutombo, Chris Bosh, Ron Harper, Mark Aguirre, Amari Stoudemire rounding out the rotation. Go back to Simmons. Okay, I guess the Raptors were not satisfied with Elgin Baylor because they're giving him right back. And they said, you know what, give us George Mikan. And We're going to have to do it. Even though George Mike is having a pretty good season, I'll show you guys his stats, but he's gone bye-bye. He was averaging 12.5 and 7 rebounds, is really good, but we're getting back Elgin Baylor, who's averaging a double-double. We're giving up our 2 best bench players, Chris Bosh and Byron Scott, getting back Mike Miller and Tony Allen. Not a good trade whatsoever, but we got to do it. We got to do it. James Worthy has to go, unfortunately, but we're getting back Richard Jefferson, a prime Richard Jefferson, but that's still a really bad trade. We're still doing pretty good, though. I'm going to go to the All-Star break, and then we'll take a look at stats and everything. We're doing good, though. You see, we're now 3rd in the conference, so still pretty good. All right, no more trades at that point, which is pretty good. Show you guys our stats here. I'm surprised Kobe's not leading scoring, but it's actually Elgin Baylor, Kobe, Terry Commons. You see the stats here. I want to see who's leading the league. Dirk. Because if you think about the all-time Dallas Maverick team, Dirk is probably all they got. Oh, we made a trade with them. We gave them Shaq. They also have a Steve Nash. Somehow they have Chris Paul. I don't know. There are dupes. That's what it is. There are dupes in this roster, which is no big deal. That's not going to hurt the roster too much. But Kevin Durant is 2nd on the list. Clyde Drexler, Tracy McGrady, Allen Iverson, Carmelo Anthony. So you see that. Let's go back to Semin. I did take off trade deadline, I'm pretty sure. So we should get offered more trades in the last couple months. Get into the playoffs and maybe win a championship. We'll see how it goes. And as I'm still talking, we're bringing in Tony Parker for Elgin Baylor. Trade our #1 scorer for another point guard. That's not great. You know what? We made up for it. We traded a point guard in Chris Paul. We're giving up Rick Fox. We're bringing in Sir Charles Barkley, and George McGinnis. I like that trade. Let me show you guys the team as of this point. Tony Parker, Kobe Bryant, Grant Hill, Charles Barkley, Dikembe Mutombo, George McGinnis, Mark Stoudemire, Ron Harper. You see the roster. I still like what we got going on. We're still really close in the playoffs, so I'm gonna let it ride. We got to wave goodbye to Sir Charles and Tony Allen, but we're getting back Kevin McHale and Robert Parrish. That's not a bad trade. Picking up pretty good big man. Tony Allen, who's not doing much for the team anyway, and Sir Charles, he's having a great season, but that's a nice, I would say, like 2-for-1 special. This is what I feared. Kobe is being traded. We're bringing back Russell Westbrook, who has a very similar drive than Kobe, but come on. 99 Kobe, 95 Russell Westbrook. That's an L for us. But we only got a couple more weeks left for the season. Then we're getting to the playoffs. You can see, as of right now, we're the 4th seed, but I think we could jump up to the 3rd seed. But there's another trade. Oh, that's gonna set us back. We're giving up not Robert Parrish, but we're also giving up Kevin McHale, Nick Van Exel for Derek Harper and Sam Cassell. We got a lot of guards right now, right? We got 4 point guards. Our starting power forward is Amari Stoudemire. Starting small forward is Grant Hill at this point. Lot of wing players. So maybe I'm going to do a manual trade here. See if we could get somebody better on our team. Because even though I like Russ, I'm just going to try to make a trade. Yeah, this is the type of trade I was talking about. Larry Legend, welcome to the team. That is big. That is a huge trade. So Larry Bird, I bet people never thought they'd see the day, right? Larry Bird and a Lakers jersey. But because of that, we don't need Mark Aguirre or George McGinnis, and we got a lot of first-round picks, dude. So we can make a bunch of trades right now to make this team completely stacked. This team is already really good, but make them completely stacked for the playoff. And look at that. Clay and Kevin Durant, we'll come back to that. Probably making that deal, though. Or I'm bringing back Kobe. We did Kobe a disjustice, right? By trading him away. I think that's a dupe Kobe. I want the original Kobe. Can we get the original Kobe somehow? If not, I'll settle for the dupe. I'll settle. He's a 95. The original Kobe was a 99. But Kobe is Kobe, right? So, okay, we made that trade. We got a bunch of 90s. We got so many 90s that Larry Bird and Paul George may be coming off our bench. But you know what? We got so many first-rounders. We not done. Robert Parrish, 2 first-rounders. We could probably jump up and probably bring back Shaq or bring back Kareem, or we'll see what's center. Dikembe, that's a downgrade for sure. Shaq, that's a bad Shaq. That's not the Shaq we want. But Bill Walton, I'll bring in a Bill Walton who's a 96 overall. I feel like once I'm done with all these trades, they're still going to make us, you know, they're going to offer us another trade that's just going to destroy everything. But let me see what we got right now. Point guard position is nice. Shooting guard position is nice. Small forward position looks great. Power forward may need a little help. Amari, you cool and all, but if for somehow I could get somebody better, you know what we going to do? We're going to get somebody better. So let's see. He's a 94 Alonzo Mourning. 94 Alonzo Mourning sounds great. No, we don't need to bring George Mike in. Sean Kemp is a monster, but that 94 is what I'm going after. Alonzo Mourning, welcome to the team, man. That's an all-time great. I mean, all these players are all-time great, but Alonzo, Dikembe, our team is stacked. But you know what? We may not be done. We may not be done, just considering we got so many first rounders left, man. So let's get a better backup PG, right? Who are we trading? Sam Cassell. We could pick up Dennis Rodman. I want a PG though. Give me a nice point guard. Darren Williams, that's not a big upgrade. 85 Jeremy Lin. That must be Linsanity, Jeremy Lin. That's got to be Linsanity, Jeremy Lin. We could bring in James Harden. Nah, though. A 90 Clay. I'm going to do the 90 Clay Thompson, right? And then we're going to trade one of our other shooting guards that we don't really need anymore, like Ron Harper. 2 first rounders, or actually just that 1 first rounder. And then I was looking for a backup point guard at first. No, I was looking for... I don't remember what I was looking for. Give me a second. We were looking for... Yes, a backup point guard. So let's go back and do the Ron Harper first rounder, and we'll bring back CP. And we're ready. We're ready for the playoffs. Hopefully no other trades get offered to us, because our team looks great. I'll show you right now. Russell, Kobe, these 2 players on the same team. That's just scaring the entire league. Grant Hill, Alonzo Mourning, Dikembe, Larry Bird off the bench, Bill Walton off the bench, Paul George off the bench. This team is looking ridiculous. And actually, I just want to make it that rotation. Oh, look at that. Luke Walton is coaching his dad. Never heard of that before. All right. Playoffs, hopefully. I'll see you guys then if no trades are offered. Hopefully they aren't, though. All right, we were spared and no other trades were offered. So, playoff time. Tim Duncan wins MVP. Hakeem Olajuwon wins Rookie of the Year. 6th man went to LeBron. LeBron is coming off the bench. Oh, my God. Tim Duncan doubles up with Defensive Player of the Year. Most Improved went to D'Angelo Russell. Okay. And Coach of the Year went to Eric Spoelstra. We are ready for the playoffs, boys. 4th seed. Again, if you guys want to see stats, there they are. We're going against what team? The Houston Rockets. So let's go over to their team. Let's see what their work. I skipped them, didn't I? Yes, okay. Hakeem Olajuwon, who's ridiculous himself. Moses Malone. Oh, they got a Kobe. Are there like 3 Kobes in this roster? I don't know, but they got Yao, they got T-Mac, they got James Harden, Steve Francis. This team is stacked, but you know what else? What other team is stacked? Our team. And because of that, we should not have a problem. We lose 1 game, but don't worry, we're up 3-1. We're not gonna blow that. Taking shots. Let's see what we got. Denver Nuggets end up being the number 1 seed, which is crazy because we made a trade with them. Okay, never mind. They also picked up AI. Oh, AI played for them later in his career. Alice English is not that bad of a guy either. Let's go to it, man. They also have a young Melo. But our team is so good, man. After all those trades, I don't see anybody even coming close to beating us. 3-1. We're not going to blow that. Hopefully. Okay. San Antonio Spurs. We all know that their team is going to be good. With, of course, Tim Duncan, David Robinson. They have our Elgin Baylor. They have Kawhi, George Gervin, Manu. And we took Tony Parker for them briefly, but we ended up trading him too. Here we go. We lost game 1 by 10. Okay, we're going to fight back. We're going to fight back. Oh, my God. Okay. All right. We failed. Orlando Magic, San Antonio Spurs in the championship. Hey, but at least I can say we lost to the champions, so it doesn't hurt that bad. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, be sure to leave it a like. And as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, go check out that other channel if you're interested in more in real life stuff. If you want to know about me personally, see what I do on a daily basis, be sure to check that out. It has been the King of the Fourth Quarter. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm out.